Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Today, I just wanted to talk about how crucial it is to have a high XRP price. Because we are both XRP holders who covet the luxury of a Lamborghini, it stands to reason that we would benefit from a high XRP price. But, there's been this theory flying around the community for a while now that XRP needs to be higher because, fill in the blank with your own explanation, ABC, 123, XYZ, etc. However, David Schwartz's reply, or possibly two of his comments, is what is most often cited. And he says something to the effect that XRP would have to be rather expensive. But if you read the whole sentence, you'll see that what he was truly talking about was the fact that if XRP at a given price, you may do certain things with it. This is especially true inasmuch as XRP can be used for purchasing or even as a bridge currency. That is absolutely correct. However, David Schwartz was not trying to convey the idea that XRP has to be high, as is commonly assumed. My prediction is that the value of XRP will skyrocket from its current level. The outcome remains to be seen. And I wouldn't be shocked, even though David Schwartz keeps away from price conversations these days, and I get why. It attracts a lot of attention, and it's probably not the type of attention you want at this point. That makes sense to me. And that's totally okay. But I think that, like us, he is long Ripple and expects that it will be worth much more in the future. And XRP is pivotal to the way that Ripple does business. Many additional factors also come into play. It's not hard to see why XRP has become so popular. Unlike most cryptocurrencies, it serves more than one purpose. I feel it's important to stress that. There's also a different tale to tell. In terms of the law, according to a recent press release from the SEC under Clayton's leadership, the agency is pressing for more crypto conversations to be made public. It's no secret that there's some shady dealings going on here, and you can rest assured that those suspicions are well-founded. Well, now Empower Oversight wants to delve further into matters pertaining to former SEC Chair Jay Clayton because of some of his associates, people that he was communicating with, including in regards to the firm One River, which he went to after leaving the SEC, and you'll see why a bit more transparency is needed there if you're hopping around the world of crypto. But before I go any further, I should clarify that I am not a financial expert and am not giving any sort of financial advice. Nothing I say is correct, so you shouldn't use it to buy or sell anything. Just a hobbyist here that occasionally posts films to YouTube on various crypto-related topics. Okay, here's the story that everyone is talking about in the crypto space. When XRP is priced higher, it becomes a more attractive payment option. XRP, according to Ripple's CTO David Schwartz, would be a more effective payment vehicle because it would achieve higher pricing and command better liquidity. So, people, I just wanted to take a moment to point it out while discussing XRP's potential utility as a bridge currency. Price and availability of funds are equally important. And pricing is less important than liquidity. For the simple reason that it is immaterial how much it costs. If it's not being bought and sold, it's not going to be accessible for use. And if you don't have XRP to use, forget about the price. If you can't use it, it doesn't matter what the latest selling price was. Having a high price makes it simpler to perform much higher trend, far larger transactions, such as purchasing a home, but nobody cares what the market rate is if it is not enough available. Therefore, liquidity is actually more important than having a high price. So a piece, continues Crypto Eddie, a major XRP advocate, recently highlighted a statement by David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, on the pricing of XRP when used to facilitate big cross-border transfers. Crypto Eddie cited Schwartz's response to a question on Quora on the poor demand for XRP from institutions with regards to monetary dealings. She emphasized the theory that more expensive goods have a positive correlation with more abundant cash. And now, without further ado, a screenshot, a thank you, and some credit go to crypto. Thank you, Eddie, for disclosing this. It's been years since I uploaded this to my channel, but I did share it once. But check out this. So, David Schwartz has sent us this. This led to the following inquiry. Why wouldn't banks want to maintain the market price of XRP if they adopt Ripple, and by that they mean XRP generally anyway, and are required to buy XRP? Low? Wouldn't the fact that XRP is finite, and cannot be mined be a deterrent to its widespread use? Which, by the way, is a reasonable concern to have. Chin. But here's the response from David Schwartz, because, once again, do you want a cheaper price XRP if you're a bank or financial institution, etc., etc.? If you want to buy $1 million worth of XRP, you may rest assured that the price will never drop below $1 million. Actually, the reverse is true. Liquidity increases in tandem with pricing increases typically result in lower transaction costs. For example, back when Bitcoin was worth $100, if you tried to use it to buy a $1 million house as an intermediary currency, you would have dramatically pushed up the price of Bitcoin. It would not have made sense to use Bitcoins back then to buy a property, since the recipient would try to convert them into their local currency, driving the price down. Now that Bitcoin has risen above $10,000, that's a breeze. You can buy $1 million worth of Bitcoin without drastically impacting the market. This means you can accomplish it with a smaller amount of total Bitcoins. Therefore, if you're looking to make large transactions, it's preferable to use a more expensive asset as currency. That's a very wise thing to say, alright. Others, however, found that this way of thinking to be the most obvious and correct one possible. As he stated first, higher prices are often associated with greater liquidity, which in turn results in lower payments. When you stop to consider the logic behind this, it makes perfect sense that more people would want to get in on the XRP market as its price rises due to speculation. More people buying and selling XRP means more liquidity because more people are involved in the market. And, as Chris Larson has argued before, liquidity breeds more liquidity. So it's just a matter of getting a system running, but now that it's going in for sure. Therefore, it's not hard to see why that's the case. As more capital is invested in XRP and Bitcoin and similar assets, their volatility decreases and it becomes easier for businesses to use them. At some time in the future, and this day could be very distant, investing in XRP will be as boring as acquiring gold or silver, and the investment potential will decrease. That is what I anticipate will happen. The good news is that we've yet to reach that point. When that time comes, I suppose we can all be confident that we've had our fill of Lumbo rides. The whole point of investing is to take advantage of market fluctuations. And if our suspicions are valid, and I say that broadly, we as XRP holders, because if you hold XRP, I'm presuming that you assume it's going to be worth more in the future, then there's so little money in XRP right now that it's ridiculous. It's probably not a sure thing, though. So little money in XRP when it goes, and so little money at my god, would that be in the assumption here? That's why I keep telling my pals that it's face melt time. The Empower Oversight Initiative has been pushing the Clayton administration at the SEC for more encrypted communications. I'll get right to the point and read you what was actually written. Now I'll share with you some thoughts from Attorney John Deaton and Attorney Billboarding in addition to the most recent update from Empower Oversight. In light of the SEC's sloppy handling of cryptocurrency enforcement decisions, Empower Oversight has filed several new Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) requests seeking communications between former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton and various individuals. Recently, the SEC filed suit against Ripple related to another cryptocurrency, XRP, alleging that it was a security, despite Clayton's statements regarding Bitcoin and other senior official statements on Ether implying that they were not securities subject to the SEC's enforcement jurisdiction. One River Asset Management is a cryptocurrency hedge fund that employs Clinton after his time at the SEC. The firm's only emphasis is on Bitcoin and Ether, two cryptocurrencies that benefited from the SEC's selective enforcement action. People, then, consider this. Last day as SEC chair, Jay Clayton launched an attack on XRP, which was hot on the heels of Ethereum in terms of price movement at the moment. After his time at the SEC is up, he joins the Bitcoin and ETH practice at One River. Where there's smoke, there's bound to be fire, right? Is there a bad odor coming from this? Can the mystery is solved by you? Recently published documents from the SEC address potential bias in the regulator's approach to cryptocurrency enforcement. 2 years of Freedom of Information Act petitions and litigation from Empower Oversight resulted to the release. In any case, John Dean of the Crypto Law Organization has written an article in which he discusses the significance of this topic. Empower Oversight has supplied a list of potential recipients of Clinton's emails, following their successful replaying playbook on Hinman. As you can see, they were all employees of One River Digital Asset Management at the crucial moment of Clayton's official acts. At the same time, he is working against Ripple and XRP through interactions with folks from One River. He quits his job at the SEC to work for them. At One River, he meets up with them. Are you serious? Surely it's all just a huge coincidence. Nothing to see, moving along. We're surely just a bunch of XRP community conspiracy theorists, right? Please hand me a rake. Here is what Deaton, the lawyer, had to say. I was the first person to bring up the obvious conflicts of interest and obvious impropriety surrounding the Clinton/Henneman SEC tenure. Many people in the business community labeled me a conspiracy theorist. Then, with the help of my 75,000 friends and our miraculous sleuths, we were able to unearth much more. A non-crypto related entity, Empower Oversight, sued the SEC for not complying with FOIA because to the very genuine concerns we raise. Emails uncovered by Empower Oversight demonstrate that violators repeatedly had Hinman and Clayton's knowledge and agreement. Conspiracy theorists are included in the people whom 18 U.S.C. 208 is meant to empower. It's why I needed to know. They seem to be ramping up their efforts. Many in the business world would rather see a bull market recover than face the truth. What do I think? The truth doesn't check your luggage, it arrives promptly every time, without fail. The forward requests discussed here refer to communications between Jay Clayton and the aforementioned third parties. They were hidden behind a screen, but I didn't read them. And it only lasts for a limited amount of time. We should be able to receive them through the Freedom of Information Act request. Whatever it takes, we ought to be able to get our hands on that. Now the exciting part is figuring out what we can get from that. I wouldn't be shocked if there was some pretty fascinating material in there that would make Jay Clayton seem bad. That's what I think, at least. Bill Morgan, an attorney, has written a piece that provides a concise and accurate account of the Clayton controversy. The SEC and its chairman lost all respect for him. He gained by being antagonistic. A few minutes later, Attorney Deaton read the post and reposted it with the addition, "Let's not forget, Clayton was the only commissioner to see and read the draft speech before it was given." A copy was not forwarded to Hester Peirce by Hinman. So, Paul's note looked like this: Hester Peirce was and still is one of the 5 SEC commissioners that vote on whether or not to take legal action against companies, individuals, etc. In addition, the lawyer did not conclude his or her post with the words, "That's right." There is a hipster Peirce joke involving a crypto mom. Mom didn't know about the biggest speech in crypto history, of course. Huh? In what way? That's interesting to say the least. I don't give advice on money matters. Nothing I say should influence your buying or selling decisions. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next one, bye.